You can't end it there. Overall, that was something very special to see it from that angle, to see, there we go, to see Ahsoka feel Anakin's rage, to feel the battle between Sidious and Mace Windu. To see Order 66, to see how it changed Rex, to see Rex fight it was very special. Wow. Okay. Overall verdict. Not as emotional as I thought it was going to be. It elicited so many emotions, don't get me wrong, but I was under the impression, I was worried that I was going to be sitting here watching all my favourite Jedi from Revenge of the Sith die again. I thought we would have different angles, different perspectives on it, so I was expecting to be absolutely gutted. Now, because that didn't happen, I am not devastated. However, that was a damn good episode, and it's really, really incredible to see everything happen from Ahsoka's point of view, how stuff just came through like that. To see Sidious on the big screen, that was great, because we haven't seen him yet, I don't think, this entire series. We didn't see Dooku. We didn't get much of Grievous. We didn't see Dooku. Obviously Dooku's dead at this point, but I would have loved to have seen him in the series. We still have one more episode to go, and I am incredibly curious as to how that's going to work out. I think it's basically a done deal that it's going to be mainly focusing on Ahsoka and Rex leaving and escaping. We also know that Grievous is killed during that episode, so Obi-Wan kills him during that episode. Wow. That was very good, as always. The soundtrack was incredible. Interesting to see what's going to happen with Maul. Incredible to see him decimate everyone without even a lightsaber. Now, I'm not trying to have a competition, right? But Darth Vader, Rogue One, he walks down the corridor with the lightsaber, and he takes out, how many are in there? Is it 10? Maybe 12? I'd say 12 at a guess, max, rebel soldiers, who, you know, they're not exactly the most terrifying fighting force. They're good, but they're not trained to the level of the clones. Meanwhile, we have Darth Maul here against, how many clones was that? I'd say that was at least 10. I'd say maybe around the same amount, maybe about 12, potentially a couple more clones. Highest trained soldiers in, I think, Star Wars, you know, in wide Star Wars history. We've got Mandalorians and stuff, but they're not necessarily soldiers. And Maul, without a lightsaber, takes out a whole corridor full of them. That is absolutely incredible. The animation on here was brilliant. Seeing how Maul looked after being locked in the cage, incredible. He looked so weathered. He was starting to look old, and that was a really nice touch. A really nice touch. Overall, I did prefer the last episode. However, that's like saying I would prefer a kilogram of diamonds to a kilogram of gold. If someone gives you a kilogram of gold, you are not going to be disappointed. And that's what I want to say. I'm not in the slightest disappointed. It was an incredible episode. It was very, very, very good. Very good indeed. We have the last episode. Oh god, that's sad. We have the last episode tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next Friday. So I'm really interested to see what they do for that, because it's got to be some fine kind of send-off, you know. It's got to be important and big. Ahsoka and Maul are now separated, so I would love to see Maul's escape. We've seen how he's done so far, but we've got the escape pods destroyed. They're all still on the same ship, so they'd have to maybe steal another ship. Maybe Maul steals an LAAT or a like an arc fighter or something. It's just such an alien vision thinking of Maul in an arc fighter, but maybe that's what happens. because they either Ahsoka and Maul either have to take over the ship together, like kill off every single clone, and I don't think that's possible with Rex, without Maul killing Rex, which is going to be difficult, or they have to escape. Whether they will do so together or separately, I don't know. Whether Ahsoka and Rex will escape together, I don't know. Maybe they both escape separately at this point. Maul obviously needs to escape as well. We know they all escape, but we don't know how, and that's what I'm really interested to see. I'm also interested to see if Rex has any further interactions with the clones, because obviously he fired upon his troopers. So he is now going to be enemy number one. Unless they somehow didn't notice, but I think they probably noticed. I think my biggest takeaway from this episode is, even with the inhibitor chip in, Rex really struggled there to take out Ahsoka. Which he couldn't stop it. The bond between Rex and Ahsoka is absolutely massive, and the fact that while he struggled he still wasn't able to stop, I think means that the inhibitor chip is that. It is that. It is not. It cannot be changed, no matter how much you like each other. Which is what it's supposed to do. So my first takeaway is that it was really interesting to see Rex struggle with that. It was really interesting to see the history between the Mandalorians and the Force Wielders that Bo-Katan referenced. That was great as well. Seeing Maul fighting without a lightsaber and proving that he is, oh my god, he's incredible. Think about it, right? That corridor, let's say, do you think Ahsoka could have done what Maul did? I don't think so. Do you think Darth Vader could have done what Maul did? I think Vader could have, yeah, because in Fallen Order we see him just force field against the water. So Vader could have. I'm not sure Ahsoka could have. So I think that Maul is definitely a better fighter to Ahsoka. And they might be saying, Louis, he lost last week. Yes, Maul did lose to Ahsoka last week, but we have to remember that Ahsoka has one vision in that fight. She's thinking, we have to stop Maul, I have to take this guy in. He's lied to me. Whereas Maul has got the weight of the galaxy on his shoulders. He knows what's going on. He knows Order 66 is coming. He knows about Palpatine. And he knows about Palpatine's intentions with Anakin. He's got so much going on in his head. And he's trying to escape whilst fighting off Ahsoka. So, I don't know. I don't know. But combatively, I think Maul is better. And if he'd have been as focused in that, as focused as he was in that, in his fight with Ahsoka, maybe things would have gone differently. I don't know. Ahsoka also has two lightsabers though, so when you've got one big double-bladed lightsaber, which Ray Park can handle like an absolute god, by the way, but when you've got one big lightsaber versus like two little lightsabers, it's faster. So maybe that's part of the reason. Who knows? Again, obviously we are sad that we didn't see Dooku at all, and we won't now, definitely not, or we won't probably have any more references to him. I'm happy that we got Grievous, even though we only got like 2 seconds of it. Seeing Palpatine was something very special. And didn't Rex refer to Palpatine as Darth Sidious? I'm pretty sure Rex referred to Palps as Sidious.
Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious.
Lord Sidious. Rex referred to him as Lord Sidious. The clones knew. Deep in there with their inhibitor chips, the clones knew. That's incredible. Maybe I'm just late on the bandwagon. Maybe we all know that. But I just heard everyone in the other thing saying, it will be done, my lord. So the fact that he actually knows his Sith name. Wow. That's big. That's big. I didn't think about that. Anyway, we have had a good episode. I think a very good episode. Which leads the way into the future. I enjoyed it very much. Thank you all.